Hi guys, it's the RPG Brit here, and welcome to a brand new Let's Play. Now, as you've probably seen from the title of the video, I've decided to play the horror game The Medium. I've not played this before, I've not seen any footage or anything like that, so I don't know the story, I don't know the gameplay. All I know is that it is a horror, and one of my friends has played it and said it was terrifying, so this should be fun. It did say loading up, it's best to play this with headphones in, which obviously I'm doing, so hopefully it's not too terrifying, otherwise I think I'm going to embarrass myself, but hey hey, let's go. So, new game. And while it's loading, I just wanted to thank everyone who has already been subscribing and watching my videos. It's really, really appreciated. That's some weird freaky moth as the load in.
It all starts with a dead girl.
What is she running from?
Ever since I was little, I've had this dream. It's the end of summer. A girl is running through the woods. The moon, the scent of pines. And then the gunshot.
I was literally just thinking, is she talking to us? Or talking to someone else, but she just made 2 drinks, so...
It always felt so real. The blood on my cheek, the cold sweat running down my skin. I'd managed to convince myself it really happened. This scar of a memory. A part of me I could never fully understand. Well, that wasn't the only part. No wonder people used to think I was strange. If they only knew.
Oh, look at her eyes.
That day when the phone rang, it was the hardest day of my life. The day I went home to say goodbye to my father. To dress him up for his last journey. Put him in a suit, fix his tie. Simple. Just the things he did every day. But looking through his stuff wasn't easy. I needed a moment to pull myself together. I was almost ready. I just had to find
the
his
tie
special
clip.
tie clip.
Right, so it's not along there. I mean, first impression straight away, very good. Graphics, it's, you know, it's not the best I've seen, but I mean, it's still very, very good. It's still up there. I just look at the size of that furniture there. That is crazy. Um, sorry, that's all I was thinking about. Right, square to have a look at this. Oh, so it's like a calendar. Right, so we on surgery? Is that why it's circled? I'm trying to have a look. So All Saints Day, yeah, that's fine. Oh, funeral at 10. Yeah, no, aren't we getting our father ready for his funeral or something? Oh, there's loads of funerals. And then on the 16th, funeral at 12:30. 23rd, funeral at 9 and 11. So obviously she works. Oh, there you go. Makes it so much easier to see. Right, Memorial of the Holy Guardian Angels. Yeah, funeral at 10. Then an ultrasound. Okay. Our Lady of the Rosemary. Biopsy. Send package to Marianne. Yeah, so I mean, it's a lot of medical things and then funerals dotted in about. 27, pick up Marianne from the train station. Right. Oh, you can look around and see if there's anything else here, which I don't think there is. No. Just back out. I can't make it around the chairs. Let's go. Right, so there's a door there. Can't do anything there. Awesome. So, must be through here now. Oh.
Shit. Yeah. Nice to see you too.
That did actually make me jump a little bit. Alright. Let's go in here first. Guessing that's the cat stuff, yep. Oh, you actually used the controller. Okay, that's why it was being a bit jittery. So you point the controller where you want to look at. Right, the funeral home key. X or square to select item. Oh, that's to do something with it. Okay. So obviously we've got to get the food and then put it in there. Okay. No, I get that. I thought the key was in the bowl for some reason. But no. Symbolic funeral at the Ceresia mine? I'm not sure how to even pronounce that. Candles are lit on it. This is not a mine funeral, says members of the Ceresia Mine Rescue Committee. The mine stays and we will carry the casket for the Vistula Coal Company, they add. Miners have also announced that they will come to work tomorrow as usual. I'm assuming there was some sort of accident at the mine. I need to remember to do it like this. It's so much easier to read. They'll come back to work tomorrow. They refuse to accept that the Siesta mine was liquidated. Okay. So a company has gone bust and gone into liquidation. Meanwhile, their colleagues continue to protest outside the company's headquarters in Tichy. My pronunciations of words are going to be terrible, so please bear with me. Building a symbolic wall in the entrance. Each day they add another layer of bricks. There are only 5 left until the wall reaches the ceiling. Earlier today, US President Bill Clinton delivered a major foreign policy address to commemorate the fall of the Berlin Wall. Okay, yep, so the date is 1999, it says up in there in the top corner. This was made in the last decades towards strengthening democracy in Central and Eastern Europe, while also outlining the challenges that lie ahead. The US leader also emphasized the fact that the country's leadership and involvement have been critical to Europe's peaceful transformation. President Clinton's vision of an undivided, democratic and peaceful Europe has now been furthered by another key achievement, the induction of Poland, Hungary, and the Czech Republic into the North Atlantic Treaty Organization. By doing so, the NATO leaders are hoping to strengthen these young democracies, ensuring their further contribution to the security and stability of Europe. Okay. I don't really see how that's going to have any relevance, but we shall see. Right, so these apples look very nice. And that's some sort of like mincer, isn't it? Right. Right, there was something on the side, yes, in the sink.
Nourishing.
And there's the cat food. Which just looks like generic cat food, and that looks horrific. Right. Right. So now let's put that in the cat bowl, see what happens. Now that we've got it, we might as well.
Here you go. What's your face?
What's
Glad
your
to
face?
see you're still kicking around.
Called the cat What's Your Face. I wonder if she doesn't know the name.
It's all still here.
Ah.
Jack.
So this is Jack's apartment then. So he's obviously some sort of amateur photographer. And I think we're going to have to try and develop some photos. Right. I have no idea how to do this. Illuminate. Illuminate photo for 5 seconds. Dip in multigrade for 3 seconds. Dip in stop for 3 seconds. Dip in fixer for 3 seconds. Right, that's the illuminator then, and then dip, dip, dip. Okay, so it's 5 seconds, then 3, 3, 3. Right, let's have a look, see if we can do this.
I guess I forgot about this one.
I can do it now.
I can do it now.
Right, so do I turn on first? Right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's good because it actually ticks. Right, so that's the photo. So it's been illuminated. I'm assuming it goes right to left. Multigrade. Can I tell? Yeah, that says multigrade there. Yeah, so it's got to be left to right. And the last one says fixer. Okay, cool. Three. Yeah, that started. One, 2, 3. And then the last one. 1, 2, 3.
Was the last photo I took of you, Jack? Shit.
Awesome. Right, there's no more there. No. Nothing else to do here. Right. Was there anything else in this room, maybe? No. Looks like he used to take pictures of a lot of architecture. Right, I think we're done here. That's just the newspaper. So that was just the first room. Right, into the bathroom. 1984.
Interesting.
I've heard of this book. Isn't it? Is it what Big Brother is based on? I think. I've never read it, but it's quite a famous book. Yeah, I think it's what the idea is of like having a Big Brother, as in like, you know, someone watching over you kind of thing. Not an actual physical Big Brother. You know what I mean?
Right. The tie clip. Pull yourself together, Marianne.
Okay, so that's the exit, yeah, which makes sense because they've got your coats and your shoes. Right, so let's go up here. Anything in here? No. Oh, there's Watch Your Face
Jack's
again.
room. It's like he never... Damn it.
I wonder why she calls him Jack. Isn't it her father? Right.
I used to think I'd never fit in. But Jack... he didn't mind my weirdness. He
Yeah,
kept telling me I was special.
Yeah, so I'm assuming that's obviously me graduating, and he's there behind. Yes, I thought it was dad, but maybe stepdad, maybe. Oh, and he's got a lot of medals, unless he just collects medals. Let's see what she says.
Jack was part of the
Yeah, there you
Solidarity
go.
movement. He spent a few months in an internment camp, but even that couldn't dampen his spirit. Come on, Jack. Where'd you put
Oh.
it?
I'm guessing that's where his tie
Okay.
clip should have been.
Let's do this the other way.
The other way. Hold L1 to activate insight. It's behind the clock.
There you are.
It's a nice basic tie clip. Wow, so we've got this insight thing which can also look for stuff. I might have to go back
Okay,
through
I
everything
think
and
that's
just
it.
use that insight.
Jack's waiting downstairs. Time to say goodbye.
As I said in my first ever video, I'm a bit of a completionist, so I like to
Keep hissing at me. Who do you think's gonna feed you now?
oh, the cat doesn't like me. Just to see if there's any insight bits on all of it. Oh, I missed that.
Jack was a humble, religious man. He ran a funeral home, and I'd help out whenever I could.
That makes
It
so much
felt good to
sense.
be useful.
So the diary is his, obviously, because we're in his apartment. I assumed it was mine. So he ran a funeral home, and then obviously all the medical bits is because he's not well. No, I understand now. Can you do insight when you just... Oh, you can. Just when you're walking around. Right. His bedroom, which he still has...
Weird to
Wow.
be back in my old room.
Oh, it's her old
So
room.
many memories. Yeah. I used to have a thing for him. Don't know why, really. I guess they just used to make me happy. Jack knew it well. That's why there's so many of them here.
Yeah, I mean, they are beautiful, aren't they? I wonder if they can't be real ones because they are massive. But people get real ones like preserved, don't they? Which I always think looks quite pretty. It's just an old
Kids from
school
the
photo.
orphanage. Not all of
Orphanage.
them had my luck. That's why I kept coming back. To play. To take care of them. To listen. That was the least I could do.
Okay, yeah, so I was obviously an orphan. That's why she refers to him as Jack and not Dad. So that makes
Spirits.
a lot of sense.
There was a time I'd try to run from them. To ignore their calls. Matthew was the first one I helped pass on.
Well, that little boy is Matthew, I'm guessing. Alright, nothing there. Right, so yeah, so I mean, we obviously know by the title of the of the game that I am a medium then, so I can communicate with spirits and things like that. Obviously, I use that to help spirits pass on to the afterlife or whatever. So that's got me thinking whether we've got to do the same thing for Jack, which might be a little bit
I used to get a
emotional.
lot of these. To me, they were like trophies. Badges of honor for doing the right thing. Jack wasn't too amused, but he did his best to cover for me. I kind of feel bad for making him go through all that.
Right, we must request that you attend the next parent-teacher meeting, as we would like to discuss with you the situation that took place last Thursday. To recap, Marianne gave one of the students a message from his recently deceased grandmother. We understand it was Marianne's way of consoling her fellow student, but we're sure you realise that this behaviour is inappropriate, to say the least. Given that this is not the first behavioural problem we've informed you about, we believe it's high time for us to meet and talk about Marianne's future in our school. That's a bit harsh. So obviously wanting her to get kicked out of school. Well, not kicked out, but, discuss her behavioural issues. I was literally thinking that doing insight and something would appear behind me, like in a horror film.
My oldest family heirloom. As a kid, I'd show this to people just to freak them out. I'd usually say something like, "Pretty sick, huh?" I was such a dork.
Wow, so this is some sort of accident report, kind of. So, at the age of 3, initial diagnosis, second-degree thermal burns covering 35% of total body surface area, trunk and upper limbs area. Suspected inhalation injury. Care management and stabilization. Early wound coverage, respiratory support, and pain. Yeah, and then that's just what they done. Wow, so I wonder how I got burned at the age of 3. Is it some sort of abuse, maybe? Right, I'm not missing anything else here, no. Right, I'm going to do a really, really quick once over the apartment with insight. Just so that we don't miss anything. I think it's very important to try and get everything. Not only does it build the story, and it just gives you a more of an understanding of the character, so you can invest a little bit more. Obviously, as soon as I got the tie click, I'm assuming I could have left, but now we've found out about her helping people pass on, about her being adopted. Right. Well, I think we are probably done then. I know there's one more room, which was the bathroom. There's nothing straight away in there. And nothing with the book. Okay. Alright. Well, let's go then.
We lived upstairs from Jack's funeral home. It wasn't as weird as it sounds. Besides, if it wasn't for that, I may never have learned to use my powers.
Yes, of course. So she would have seen a lot of spirits, I'm assuming. But I don't think it's too weird that they live near the funeral home, because doesn't that happen quite a lot, especially in America, or at least it does on like TV shows. Obviously, I've never been to America, so I do apologise for the generalisation, but they normally have funeral homes that they live in. Right, it's up in there. I mean, it looks quite nice though, not gonna lie. I like the climbing vines and things. Nothing there. Oh, looks like a nice place to have a quick ciggy. Nothing there either. I wonder if there is a sprint button. There is, we've not been shown it just yet.
Jack taught me to accept my condition. Of all my foster parents, he was the only one who saw it as a gift and not a curse.
So it wasn't a full adoption, it was foster care. Which again makes sense why she doesn't call him Dad. The last goodbye funeral home. That's nice. Nothing in the rubbish. There's no insight in the rubbish. And then this is obviously the entrance to the funeral home, which at the moment is looking very dank and horrible. Yeah, the last goodbye funeral home. So no, this is actually like, it's obviously like a hallway with maybe other companies leading off it, but this is the last goodbye. But let's, before we go in there, let's have a look, see if there's anything that we're missing down here, like this.
Who doesn't?
What does it say? No, need to get out. Okay. So that looked like a W at first. So yeah, need to get out. There's nothing there. It's really weird putting the dot in the middle of the O. I wonder if that's meant to be significant, and then that line underneath. If it is, I can't see it. No, it doesn't look like there's anything down this way. Right. Yeah, I've got the key, of course, the one that I thought was in the gap bowl.
Jack's in the prep room.
Right, well I think, because we're coming up to half an hour, I think I'm actually going to end it here. So far, very, very intrigued. I'm guessing we're going to have a lot of helping people pass over, maybe people that don't want to pass over. I honestly don't know, but loving it so far. If you also like it, then please give the video a like. If you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. And feel free to put anything in the comments, maybe something that I've missed or a mispronunciation of a word or something, then please correct me in the comments. And I will see you in the next one. Thank you very much and take care.